I remember once, covering a hockey game and tying goal, scored with 10 seconds left. And I mean, I heard some guy like screaming anger in the press, but that's as bad as no cheering in the press. He had to rewrite his story. But how could he relate the moment if all he was cared about is, oh, I've got to rewrite my story? I, of course, got another story out of it, so I was being paid by the story at the Let's go to the thing. Hey, Joe Rexrode is a really great columnist. I think one of the best in Tennessee, if not the best. He writes about just about everything for the Tennessean over there in Nashville and the Tennessee Titans. And I called it. I said 24-21. Gosh, you think that they could have made one of those 2-point conversions, don't you? So I could hit it right on the nose there, Joe Rexrode, and really be the savant there. What's up with that? Shouldn't Malarkey be calling for a few more 2-point conversions? They haven't hit any in 3 years. What do you think about that?
That's awfully impressive, I'll tell you that. Well, you should have just, taken the 3 points. That's the funny thing is if Kansas City comes down the field and kicks a field goal to win, then you're sitting there like, man, just take the 3 points.
Yeah.
And that's overtime is your worst case, So, I mean, I thought that was, and now, of course, Marky has been such the story here, of course, and a lot of fans. I'm still on Twitter with him today. Still would like him gone. So that there were some decisions in that game that were questionable. With Marky, it's like the micro. Sometimes you question, and it's fair to question, but the macro, you have to be impressed now with the way this team fought. Second biggest road comeback in NFL history, down 21-3, nothing going right, and absolutely dominate that game in the second half on both sides of the ball, but especially with that offense.
Yeah, you have to go back to, and I know you will know this because you're from Michigan, the last Lions NFL championship Bobby Lane defined a bigger comeback on the road, the 1957 NFL title game against the 49ers. We're talking to Joe Rexrode here, and let's talk about that. I know the Titans owners came out, vote of confidence, he's coming back. Mike Malarkey, players are also, defending him, and why not? He's in the second round of the playoffs. But why are there long knives for a man who's really done nothing but win since he took over a team that was 5-27 before he got there?
Well, I think it depends on who you're talking about. If you're talking about the fans, of course, you never have a totally accurate picture of who, what percentage. But I'm around a lot of Titans fans, and you have to take social media with a grain of salt. I think sometimes those are very vocal and very extreme thinking people at times.
Sure.
But just about every Titans fan I've talked to recently is at least down on Mark. I think, first of all, he started out that way. He was an interim hire. People were not excited. At that time, the narrative about the Titans was ownership doesn't care. They're just going through the motions. They live in Texas, and they don't care if we win, and it's just hire whoever and blah, blah, So, Malarkey, of course, has a bad career record. And so automatically people are like, okay, well, this is not going to work. He's not a good coach. He's older. His staff is older. They're outdated, whatever you want to say. I think last year Malarkey demonstrated a lot, but there were such high expectations this year, especially for the offense, the Mariota, and it has not gone well. It's been a bad year offensively. So a lot of people, a lot of the fan base has felt like, this is an archaic offense. The staff is messing up a talented roster. And I think some of that has started to trickle up high. I mean, I think there are questions, there have been questions. I mean, if they would have lost 4 straight to blow the playoffs with the NFL's easiest schedule, with playing in a division with Deshaun Watson hurt and Andrew Luck hurt. I mean, I could understand why there'd be discussions about his job, but they did win that game. They did win this week, and you look at the whole picture, and it's all. A lot of this is scheme, X's and O's, and things like that. Versus, what about a team that was 5-27 for 2 years, and now is 19-14 in the past 2? That's not just a mistake. It's not all despite coaching. You have to give them credit for culture and these cliches that we use a lot, but they are Titans, they play for them, and they do not stop playing, and that has to count for them.
We're talking to Joe Rexrode of the Tennessean, and boy, I only have about 30 seconds left here. So let me, I want to ask you, how much time do you have right now? Because I did want to ask you about Mariota, if you thought this was a coming out. Do you have any time to stay through the break, or do you have to leave?
Sure, yeah, I can stay.
Okay, this will be about 3-minute break or so. We'll come back with Joe Rexrode right after this. And thank you. Thank you very much.